Hello and welcome to the continuation of me trawling through 7 inches of Elton John. And this is from 1988 to, a year to be determined. Yes, when Elton decided that he was going to have a bit of a sail and stuff like this, he didn't want to go the Rod Stewart route. He wanted to do this. Yes, this is pretty 80s actually. Busy and garish. Because he didn't want to go on with us like that. He didn't want to go on with us like that. He didn't want to go on with us like that. And yes, I noticed the yellow brick road Jacques there. Ooh, all those boaters. And next up, that was the Australian pressing off, and this is also the Australian pressing off, Town of Plenty. Still showing us what he had. We can take that a few ways, can't we? And on the other side, we've got Little Elton, Eltet. Doesn't sound quite right, does it? Eltet Johnette. But Town of Plenty had an interesting collectible thing. Was this? It was called the Look Back Pack. So it was a Town of Plenty Look Back Pack. Would have made more sense to have been with the I don't want to go on with you thing, but nevertheless, we have a bit of Dodger Stadium and fruit salad to go with it, and our 1976 trendy thing, but it's kind of fashioned like an envelope, sort of. So you open that up and oh, look at that! You have postcards. So you've got a copy of the single there with the same track as the other one, but then you've got a series of postcards. Oh dear. From Russia with Love, anybody? And it just gives you a bit of history on the back of these cards. So you've got Russian Elton. Oh dear. It looks like he wants to kill someone there, doesn't he? From the Great Hits thing. And from the Song for Guy or whatever. I bet that wasn't the first glass of wine he had either. So that was the Look Back Pack of Town of Plenty. Town of Look Back. Look Back in Anger. No, that was David Bowie. And then this is the Australian pressing of the vastly underrated Word in Spanish. The only problem was the clip to it seemed to be a bit I'm Still Standing-ish. So, Word in Spanish, never there. So a bit of Spanish there. And then we have the Australian pressing of Elton's duet with Through the Storm. Yeah. Apparently they weren't in the same studio when they did this. And that cover couldn't be any more 80s if it tried, with all that squiggly, coloury, attempted artistic stuff. That's probably the most disinterested looking couple you'll see for a while there. Maybe they hadn't quite got through the storm yet. Bless. Next up is we've got some healing hands. And you could certainly do a lot of good with those hands. And you could certainly do a lot of good with hands like those. Oh, you could have such fun. You could reach higher up to pick the apples. Plus, you could probably play piano in the next room with those hands. Yes, you could definitely get some good octave with hands like that. And next up is the Australian pressing to Sacrifice, which gave him his first #1 in the UK. He had #1s, all over the place, except for his hometown. Oh, and did the papers go absolutely gaga over that? Oh, Elton's first #1. Oh, If you're going to start the new decade, go with one. This is a bit of a personal favourite of mine. Australian pressing of Club at the End of the Street, with that abysmal version of Give Peace a Chance on the other side. Oh, it is so bad. Sorry Elton, and sorry fans, but Elton must have been on a few kilos of blow with that one. That's more kind of like Give Coke a Chance. Give Blow a chance? Oh yes. Give Blow a chance. Well, you can take that many ways there, can't you? Next, we have... Sometimes some countries had standalone singles released off of albums. Why? Who knows? But in this instance, we have a German copy of Blue Avenue. Not content with Eyes, he decided to go down the avenue as well. And this is when it sort of... This was off of his greatest... I really tried to like this song. I really did try to like this song. It just did nothing for me. You Gotta Love Someone. It doesn't quite know what it wants to be. But at that point in time, I don't think Elton knew what he wanted to be either. Look, see, he's falling asleep there. And this is another... Oh dear. Don't you love it when it makes that noise? Showing that I haven't opened it for quite a while. But this is You Gotta Love Someone, or Shiny and New. So this is from the UK, or Great Britain, or England, or whichever one takes your fancy. And all it basically is, it's a gatefold sleeve telling us the hits of Elton John. And as an additional bonus, we've got Sacrifice. Yep. They obviously thought, oh, it's still a hit, we'll throw it on the B-side of this one. So You Gotta Love Someone with a bit of Sacrifice. Now, the greatest hits had two singles lifted from it. You Gotta Love Someone was that one, and the second one was Easier to Walk Away. Now, wasn't a fan of this song either. It's almost like Elton was phoning it in by this stage. But the other thing for me is that that photo shows just how off his banana he was. That's kind of like the eyes of somebody who's been up 3 days straight or something like that. It's too bright. Turn the lights out when you leave. I think that's the name of another song. Maybe that's where he said to Bernie, give us that title and I can work with that. And then we have the most amazingly artistic cover coming up next. I tell you what, there must have been seconds of thought going into this. There we go. Stunning, isn't it? Obviously George liked his black and Elton liked his olives. Well, he was prone to the old martini from time to time, wasn't he? So not content with having the sun go down on him with George Michael, he also didn't want to let the sun go down on him solo. There we are. Bit of solo sunning there. Sunningly solo. Sololy sunny. That was from the UK as well. This was released, I think it was Freddie Mercury's passing. There we go. That was up to about 1992. So we had from 1988 to 1982. Whoops, yeah, alright. I know I got that wrong. There's retrospective and there's retrospective? Wow. You'd have to go all around the earth and back again. Very Doctor Who, that. Oh, I don't know. This is getting too cerebral. Back to me. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Humphrey's constantly hiding behind me, isn't he? Maybe I should sort of have him a bit more forefront. There we go. No, that's a bit too disconcerting, isn't it? There we go. Anyway, Hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, please do all the likes and the subscribes and the bells and the whistles and all that sort of stuff. And blah, 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 and you, I have actually whacked myself doing that. Kind of should stop that running joke, shouldn't I? Alright, you take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.